Hey there, welcome Micarta enthusiasts from around the world, or as Boston Blade reviews would call it, Micarta. This is Micarta Monday. It is an open tag from the Sog Grunt. Should have had a sticker out there. I noticed this last Monday, and of course, I was off so late from work, and by the time I'd get the video out, it'd almost be Tuesday. So, I am taking a lesson from Last Chance Knives' lesson book, is to record these the night before and upload them in the evening. So here we go, this is my first Micarta Monday. Thank you, the Sog Grunt. Much appreciated. Great idea. He usually just shows one knife in Micarta. I would like to go over the different types of micarta that there are. There's plenty, from paper to linen to canvas. What else is there? Burlap. It's basically resin infused with some sort of fabric, kind of like fiberglass work. I used to do fiberglass work on boats. Maybe we'll start off with this one here. This is a Rough Rider bow trapper, and it's looks like plastic, but you can see the waves in there. This is a paper example of a paper micarta, so you get way more saturation with the resin. See the waves there? It's basically a lot like G10, but instead of being a synthetic fiber, it's more of a natural fiber. Again, saturated with resins. I'd prefer this over plastic. Delrin's pretty cool, but I do like my micarta. An example of just a good canvas. This is a CJRB. Textures in between. I don't know if you can see there, you can see the different layers. They come in all these different colors. I'm assuming that this fabric's kind of a white or cream color, and they just dye it in the factory. See how it gets lighter? A lot of people oil their micarta. I prefer it nice and dry. Get a little bit more grip, soaks up the oils. Now, people don't like micarta because it might soak up blood, sweat, grime, but I notice in the rain, the stuff works really good. I first got into micarta with petrified fish. I love the blue. This blue kind of almost looks like it has some tan in there. Really good quality. You know, other manufacturers were selling these knives for 60, 80, 90 bucks. And you can pick this up for $42 in a decent blade steel. Not the best blade steel. This is the Beluga. Here's another petrified fish. This blue is a little bit brighter, but you can see the texture is just about the same. The backs, or the spacer in between the scales is also layered micarta. Really like the blue. You go into other manufacturers and they have, you know, Kaiser has, there's denim micartas in blue. This is kind of a denim micarta. I'd consider this black denim. And you still get good grip, but it is finer. But look at how fine this is. Let me get it up here in the camera. Look how fine that is. This would be considered a linen micarta. Still grippy, just smoother. I guess let me get it next to this so you can really see the kind of difference. And then one of my favorite knives here. This just seems, it's like the denim. It's black. It seems like a little bit more texture. This Kaiser kind of reminds me a lot of the Rosecraft Mohawk. Similar. You can see the weave. Maybe. Kind of see the weave in there. The lines. This is a good cheap micarta, and this knife is like $30, $32. And the fact that you can get this knife for that cheap with a micarta, great. Great deal. I usually like bone handles. They are not as resilient. You drop them, they're going to crack. You drop this, it just looks better, right? Buck knives. They don't produce much micarta. This is the old 110 Slim Pro. I like it. It's kind of in between that fine linen and the canvas. I like their micarta. They don't produce very many knives with it anymore. The Sport Pro has it with aluminum bolsters. Some of their fixed blades have it in their handle, which reminds me I just forgot to bring out a Kaiser fixed blade, but similar. You can see the layers. Man, I love this knife. Moving on, Rough Rider Reserve, we got a burlap. You can see how it looks like a burlap sack. Bigger weave. A lot like in fiberglass work, there's fine weaves, thick mesh. This isn't as grippy. It's more resin saturated, kind of like the cloth. Look at all the specks and sparkles. The specks in there, the different layers. Looks really cool. My favorite Rough Rider Reserve right here. Should actually compare it to the 110 because they are almost similar. I think they're about 5-inch handle length. Oh my gosh, what was the blade length? 3 3/4 inch blade length. Almost exact same blade length, exact same handle. My camera's at an angle, but for where I'm looking above it, it is 2 giant knives that are awesome. So there you go. There's a little overview of different micartas. I hope you enjoyed. Now we'll not be able to do another one of these videos because you saw almost every one of my micarta knives. Have a great night, guys.